What is the worst possible glitch you can imagine your phone having?
Shoot, I don't know. Actually making calls, because I never do that.
Me sending text, like old text, like from a long time ago, as their current to like exes.
Resending it? Oh,
Like resending an old text that I'd sent, maybe like in a relationship or something from however long ago, like it's a new text. That would be a terrible glitch.
Reposting anything that you maybe once thought was cool
Yeah.
15 years ago? That would be a bad one,
Yeah.
too, out on social media again. You don't want to go back and sometimes look at some things you posted before.
Well, this one might be worse
Okay?
than any of what we just mentioned.
Okay?
A few people online are claiming that Apple's new iPhone update has resurrected their old deleted nude photos.
Really?
Yeah.
Just specifically nudes or just all old photos or some old photos?
Right. They're saying deleted nudes. Now, people say photos that are deleted years ago are suddenly back.
How many?
And some of them are even in their top of their galleries. Like they're like all of a sudden they're like brand new photos.
We know you want to see this again.
And it's just not nudes, of course, but those would be the most noticeable. I mean,
yeah,
because you might run across, you might be looking, and I'm gonna have to look now. But I don't think I've updated my phone to the latest.
Mine updated here pretty recently.
So as I'm going through it, you might see photos that you deleted, but you don't notice it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a nude photo that you know for a fact you deleted, voila, it is back.
Yeah.
Apple hasn't commented yet.
Well, of course not. Yeah.
And with tech things like this, it can be hard to separate you problems from everyone problems.
Yeah.
And adding the confusion is that different people are having different things brought back. Some people are having old texts. Some are having old voicemails brought back.
Really? I'm going to go check that.
Some people are having photos, like nude photos. If this is a legit problem, it's unclear how widespread it is. But enough people are now joining some forums. It's being picked up by some tech blogs. So there might be something to this. So you might, if your phone is recently updated and you have an iPhone, you might want to check your photos. You might have some interesting photos laying around.
I have nothing interesting in that regard, but I do think some that so I take a lot of photos for memory purposes, if that makes sense. Like, I'm going to just snap a picture of it real quick so I remember that thing that I need to do later or whatever.
I do the same thing.
Okay.
And then then I'll delete it.
I go through and delete a lot of them. I think a lot of them are back. So our show notes every day. I take a picture of those so I can go do other things and with them, and we can use them for various things. And then there's the video aspect and all that. So I have a digital record of those show notes, but I don't keep that forever. There's some I've got again from, October of last year. I know I've deleted since then.
Last year.
I know I've deleted that. That was the day we did did a Mount Rushmore where I selected parrot, kangaroo, camel, and anteater. I don't know what the topic was, but I have that photo again. Now, there's no nudes on there.
What did we talk about in October?
I don't know. Something about animals. I don't have any nudes on there because I don't take them in the first place. I know nobody wants a naked picture of me.
Now, normally, if you delete a photo, it goes to your trash for a month. If you didn't know that, that's what it does now. It does go to the trash for 30. It gives you 30 days
to decide to undelete it.
Yes, before it completely, before it's gone.
So
when you delete, it's gone, but then it gives you 30 days before it's gone.
Could I have deleted those less than 30 days ago, and now they've just popped back into my camera roll?
I don't know. That one's from last year.
I mean, October. I would have thought by now I would have already deleted those, but I don't know. Probably.
Now, it's a little vague about when the media officially or permanently scrapped the clouds and servers, but it basically where people are going, is if all of a sudden nude photos from 6 months ago or 2 years ago start showing back up on your phone. That means when they say they are deleting them and they are gone,
not gone.
and they scrub them and they
Uh-huh.
don't keep them,
Yeah.
that's a lie.
Yeah.
If this is going on, that means somewhere they're retaining your data without your permission.
Nothing's ever gone. Nothing's ever deleted.
And I truly believe that's pretty much how it is.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's almost like you have to accept that's what it is. We shouldn't have to accept it, but I think that's just what they're all doing. They're keeping it.
As you've well put it, like, look, most phone companies here have like some sort of facial recognition unlock that you've given them permission for, your thumbprint, your voice recognition stuff.
They've gone through every step.
Now they got your penis prints all over it, too. They know what that looks like, and they're keeping that stuff. And they are.
I mean, think about it. First, they asked for voice. That's how it helped lock everything.
Really?
And then they asked for your thumb,
Mm.
your unique thumbprint.
Uh-huh.
Now we can do your face. Now they've got a record of you somewhere stored, in a supercomputer in the depths of the earth.
I've never set any of that up.
Oh, I have.
I still just have a code.
Even though I complain about it and I'm freaked out that they're making a clone of me.
There you are.
I'm giving them a clone of me, basically.
Any of your nudes get back restored there?
I haven't done the update yet. No.
So you're saying there's a chance.
So what I'm really saying is that there is a potential chance. The worst thing that could happen is a nude photo from like 3 years ago or 5 years ago pops back up, and that gets sent back out
to a girlfriend from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's worst case scenario, maybe.
Oh, what if they even renew the numbers that you've deleted out of there for that exact reason?
Just some stranger gets a nude
Yeah. This is a guy I once worked with.
You're welcome.
Be careful. Go through your photos again. You may have some stuff you didn't want there in the first place.
All right, I want you to stop and think a minute. Driving into work,
Mm-hmm.
driving home from work, and you're pulling through fast food place,
Okay.
and you're ordering some food.
All right.
Now, I would say 90%, 99% of fast food places now have apps.
Oh, yeah, they all have one now. Especially if it's a national thing, they have an app, right?
And you can pay with that app.
You can get a deal with that app.
So you get there, you load it up, you get ready to go. And imagine if you did this and because you're not supposed to, use your phone, text and drive and all that stuff, even here in Missouri. Well, this happened in Canada, and I guess they're a little stricter there because this guy claiming that he was swiping through his McDonald's app while waiting in the drive-thru, because I believe there you have to have that code, whatever the code is, before you even order, and you have to tell them the code. So you have to load it up.
Correct. I think that's true. They'll ask you, do you have a code? First things first.
And then you tell them the
give them
code,
the code,
and then they enter it so they
your
know
code
what
is
deal.
your order part of the time, right? Yeah.
Right. Well, this guy's saying that this happened.
Barely even moving, I'm just rolling. And I go like this to open up my McDonald's app. And I look in my rearview mirror, and there's a motorcycle cop behind me. Show him, I'm like, I'm on my McDonald's app. I'm loading up the code right now to get a free meal. I did think he was just gonna let me go, because I'm just trying to get a free meal. Turns out to be a very expensive lunch.
Yeah, he's saying that he was in the drive-thru, and the police officer ticketed him for using his phone in his car, because you're not supposed to use your phone in your car. But again, he's in the drive-thru, getting ready to order, and you have to open the app because they have an app,
Yeah.
and he got a ticket for it.
There's either one of two things have happened here. A, they really busted him using his phone on the road, and he pulled into the McDonald's drive-thru, which is where they flipped the lights on and got him.
Right.
So he's kind of lying.
Well, it's either he's lying or
you've got a cop that is way, way too into the rules and the law. I would guess.
law says no phone in car, period.
Yeah, but that's not the road. That's a private property parking lot. That's not the. I don't know the Canadian laws either. Canada, that may be a whole different wrench in this.
If you're in your car,
maybe, yeah.
you can't even use it, even if you're in a parking spot.
Which is wild that you would ever get a ticket in the. That is some real Barney Fife type stuff. If it's the cop.
If that really happens, that is not. That's pretty bad.
It's terrible if it really happened. What do you think is more likely though?
He's lying.
Yeah, I agree. He acts like, oh yeah, I was just in the drive-thru and I didn't. No, they caught you 4 blocks ago reading your text.
Now, if that did happen, the fine, by the way, is $580.
Dang.
So that free lunch or the free fries
What's the
turned
fine
into
here?
$580. I don't know what the fine is here.
I don't either. I've never got the using phone ticket while in the car.
Well, it just kind of really, I think this year it kind of became they kind of gave a leeway, and now it's in effect.
Yeah, it's in effect. It's full on now. I would guess somebody out there, if you know, have you been hit with the ticket? We'll keep you anonymous.
Yeah, text us 417-659-9797, or at least if you know what a ticket would be if you're using your phone.
And you
now,
can also.
I'm all for trying not to text and drive and all the other stuff. That's fine. That's dangerous, and we shouldn't be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for people not to, but I get it.
It shouldn't be as hard as it is. Put it down for a second.
Yeah, just for a little bit.
You have a 4-minute drive.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
But it's pretty bad when in new cars, they have a warning that comes on, car in front of you is moving, and it beeps at you.
Really?
And it tells you. Yeah, mine does. Mine, when I'm in the drive-thru or I'm at a stoplight, if the car starts pulling away from me, even if I'm just sitting there and say they move forward because somebody else scoots up and they get so much of a distance in front of me, my car starts beeping. It beeps, and a little thing pops up on the screen, and it says, car moving ahead of you or something. I don't even know what it says, but it says something of that nature, that the car's moving ahead of you, and it's alerting you of it.
Oh, that's wild. I didn't know that.
Hey, dummy, you're not paying attention. Move forward.
We know you're looking at your phone. We'll beep when you need to push the big tall pedal. Push it now.
and then it also will go, if it thinks somebody's in the back seat.
Yeah,
Like
check
I'll
the
have
back
my
seat.
golf clubs or whatever back there. It literally, when I turn the car off, make sure to check for passage. Like
Yes.
it's like
Don't leave your baby in the car.
it's
Warning,
like,
basically.
holy.
I've
what-
rented cars that had that warning.
What is going on?
We're
that
not.
we need that much safety and notifications. We're not paying that much attention.
Yeah, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it.
Well, just be careful using your food apps.
Yeah.
Ticket might be coming to you soon. So all the streaming services and networks and all that stuff starting to do what they call the upfront presentation. We've talked about a couple of them. Netflix and HBO, or Max, held their upfront presentations yesterday. We learned that Netflix has confirmed officially now Happy Gilmore 2 is coming.
Yep, that was one of the things I'd heard.
They did not announce any details, casting, or release date.
No, it's just coming. Yeah.
Happy Gilmore 2 will be happening.
So that may be 26 before we see it, or 27. It may be a while.
Yeah, so hopefully sooner than that.
It could be next year, I suppose.
There's also supposed to be, I think, I don't know what network it is, or what, I think it's Apple. Yes, it's Apple, is supposed to be producing. I don't know, I can't remember off the top of my head. I know this is off what I was talking about, but it's another golf thing with, I think, Matthew McConaughey as a legendary golfer that now has to go back and teach somebody golf. That's on Apple. That's coming.
Okay.
And the reason I bring that up is because we get a Happy Gilmore 2. We got that coming to Apple. But also, speaking of golf, Will Ferrell is going to be playing a fictional legend of the game
Really?
in a comedy called Golf.
Just golf.
He's a legendary golfer,
Huh.
and it's a comedy, and he's going to be a part of that. I don't know anything about it except for Will Ferrell is a part of it.
I hadn't heard about that at all.
And Rami
I don't know.
Yusuf,
Rami Youssef? I don't know that.
starring, I'll probably, as soon as I see him.
Yeah, maybe.
Netflix will be the home of NFL's Christmas Day games for the next 3 years.
Chiefs this year.
Steelers.
Yep.
Big game.
Yeah, it is. It is a big game.
One of us is going to get a good Christmas present.
Christmas Day.
We'll be going at it. Chiefs Steelers. I saw that, and I was like,
At least I have Netflix, not Peacock crap I have to go get.
So that's coming.
Yeah.
Which is the first time Netflix has had
Live football. Yeah.
live football.
That'll
And-
be a thing for them.
And I think you called this a while back.
It's
Soon, almost all this type of stuff, specialty type games and some playoffs and Christmas and things. There's going to be some of this stuff that's going to end up all over. Like all the streaming services will have something when it comes to the NFL. Because
Yeah.
NFL sells.
It does. Unfortunately, it's going to go the way of baseball. You will not be able to watch it on regular TV.
Right.
It's a matter of time.
Well, that's
Sucks, but it's true.
as a Steeler fan, I looked at the schedule this time, and there's only like 3 or 4 games that I actually am guaranteed to be able to see.
Right. But we're not in the Pittsburgh market. How much of that's going to start happening, with your local teams?
Right.
And that's going to be the crazy thing is at what point am I going to be able to see less Chiefs games on the local broadcast than what I can see?
So that's Netflix, HBO, or man, I keep saying HBO.
We know what
Max.
you mean.
Well, it's not the same.
I don't call it Max though.
HBO was cool. Max has got the stupid home improvement stuff and all this other.
Well, you don't
stuff
like
that I have no
Property Brothers or
no,
whatever?
and they're taking up space and my cool stuff. Anyway, the cool stuff is season 2 of The Last of Us.
Good. I can't wait for that.
They also unveiled a new teaser for Dune Prophecy, a Max series.
Oh.
So it's different than it's a series based on the movies.
When's the new Dune coming to Max?
Pretty soon, actually.
I would guess it's soon.
It even has a thing coming soon.
Okay, cool.
And then we'll get a third one.
Third movie?
Yeah, because there's a trilogy.
Okay.
So they'll do that. But apparently there's also a Dune Prophecy.
It's sold well enough. We're making a TV show as well.
You got it. Let's see. Also, Game of Thrones spinoff
Okay.
has been announced. It is going to be called A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
Okay.
It will be coming next year.
All right.
And then, of course, this summer, we've got the other Game of Thrones, the Fire Dragon people.
I thought that was all of them. I thought all of them were the Fire Dragon people, except for the Ice Zombies.
No, only one group.
One
you had
group
the
is-
Dragon people. You had the
I didn't hang long
Lannisters,
enough.
you-
I don't know
You had
what-
all sorts of different clans.
I didn't hang long
You had
enough.
the North. You had the Iron people from in the oceans, and
Didn't see any of that.
oh,
I never
you
got
missed
to
out.
any of
I'm
that.
telling you, you missed out. You need to go back and watch.
I can't do it. I can't hang.
It's good stuff.
It wasn't for me.
You're missing out. Well,
The Last of Us, on the other hand, zombies, I'm into. I don't know why.
and it's good.
It is really good. Yeah.
Here is Rich Glitter.
This is not headline news. There's speculation Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck may be getting a divorce. Oh, yes, it is that time of year again, isn't it? The star of The Golden Bachelorette is a 61-year-old grandma from Maryland. The show will air on ABC, even though she watches CBS. Dolly Parton is launching a new line of limited edition Krispy Kreme donuts. They're as sweet as Dolly and contain just as many artificial ingredients. And Wallet Hub named Atlanta as the top U.S. city to start a career, unless that career is playing football for the Falcons. This is not headline news.